lot of my workouts, I do a lot of attachment-free training. And I do a lot of attachment-free training in this position with my feet on the band. You know, in all the years that I've been training with bands and doing this attachment-free training, this is hands down the one movement I really enjoy. It makes things so easy to work out. You can hit tons of workout, but there's one problem. People are not understanding how to go ahead and protect their bands while they're using that standing on position. What's happening is they're grinding their bands into the ground, they're overstretching their bands in between their feet. They're just simply not following the rules that require you to do safe attachment-free training. When I say safe, I mean safe for your bands as well as for you. Let me talk to you a little bit about how to protect your bands when you're standing on it. The biggest mistake that people make is when they stand on the band, they've got it tight already. So when they stand on it, they can't set the band where they want. That's one of the problems. Another problem is they try to go ahead and stand on the band and stretch it out. Now all the tension has been increased between my feet, not setting my feet where I want the band to be set. So instead, what I do a lot of times is you'll see me just leave the band loose and wiggle my feet around. Now that's nice and loose in there, and I immediately lock it in down here at my foot so the tension from my hand to my feet is nice and easy. It's really simple to do, but unfortunately people want to go ahead and always maximize the tension between their feet. They don't understand how to go ahead and set that. As a coach, you need to start understanding how to do that. As a fitness enthusiast, if you want to protect your bands and not grind them into the ground and tear them up, you're going to have to start doing this. Otherwise, you got to stop doing attachment-free training, which would really be a travesty because you know what? It's a great way to train. So again, when you're going to go ahead and step into the band, lay it down loose and step onto it. Now, keep the band loose and just wiggle your feet out to where you want them. But you'll notice I keep the tension off my arches so that the band can slide through my arch. Now when I'm ready to go, I just lock my feet down. Band is tight. It's tight from my foot to my hand, and I'm ready to go. I can do any kind of upper body attachment-free training. I can go into my squats, all right? I can do any of that stuff. And guess what? Look at how loose it is between my feet. That's the key, all right? That's the key. The other key is the surface that you're standing on. Hey, if you're on an asphalt surface or a very rigid surface or a surface that has a high degree of friction, the likelihood is your band is going to get taxed a little bit. Now, I work out all the time on concrete or asphalt workouts, and I don't tear my band up. But it's because I'm aware of it and I position my feet accordingly, and I don't grind my feet into the surface, which ultimately grinds my band. You gotta understand, folks, this is a rubber band. It's soft. That's great. It's pliable. That's awesome. But you know what? With that comes the ability to go ahead and tear it. And in most cases, when people are tearing these bands up, it's not because the band is bad. It's because your training and your coaching has not taught your clients how to go ahead and effectively position their feet in that attachment-free setup. Or, as a fitness enthusiast, you've jumped right into the exercise program and you haven't learned how to protect your bands. All right? So if you're standing on your band and you're exercising and you start noticing your band is starting to get beat up, you need to really look closely at your feet and make sure that what you're going ahead and doing when it comes to that setup is correct and you're not beating up your bands. I sure hope that helps you out a little bit, but hey, I want to keep doing that attachment-free training because it's an awesome way to work out. I want you to keep doing it as well. So let's protect our bands, let's keep them safe, and let's keep training for a long time.